in at the point. Pass to Nogueira. Can't answer back with the dunk of his own. It's the Nets now. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And a very confident performance offensively, I think, guys, is really how this team clicks. I mean, when they're communicating and executing, sharing the ball, they're tough to beat.
And, Steve, you got to love that kind of performance on the road. I mean, to be a great team in the NBA, you have to be able to have that kind of performance in the other team's building. Really solid.
Here's Wilson. The Raptors getting the bucket. Hayward with the ball. Averaging 9 points per contest. Clark, I'm guessing that wasn't the plan for the D on that trip.
And I'm agreeing with you there. Once they opened the lane up for him, that was a little emphasis on that finish.
Take what the defense gives you and then just power it home, right? Why not?
And Toronto has possession after the basket by Brooklyn. 6 on the shot clock. Howell. And he gets the bucket.
You know, size-wise, this is not a great one-on-one matchup for him, but he got that shot to go.
But you wouldn't know it by how he finished. That's a nice hoop there.
Now here's Wilson. In the game against Chicago, very impressive. There's a good screen. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Wilson's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, some weak defensive coverage there, and I'm pretty sure they didn't plan on starting this game out like that, giving such easy access to the rim.
Oh, that's blocked. Here's Williams. The shot is off. Good D by Stevenson. Wilson left side.
No hesitation at all on that alley-oop. Saw his teammate with the path to the hoop, and bang! Lobbed it right up there for him.
And he was ready for it, elevated, made the catch. You saw the result.
And I like the choice, making the conservative finish, making sure of the 2 points.
And here in the first...
Get it! Watch out now.
Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Boy, smooth and graceful. How about the hang time? That's impressive.
Here's Howell. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Boston. Nowitzki, no good.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Some changes for Toronto. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Nowitzki. Muhammad comes in for Lou Williams. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Howell. Lowry kicks to Ross, doubled by Wilson. Ross with it, now guarded by Wilson. And he gets the bucket.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
The Nets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. From the wing, Plumlee, the pass to Hayward. And it's Lowry with the rebound.
That's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. It was kind of out of character for him to miss those.
The Nets shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. So for the Nets, Lopez comes in for Plumlee, and Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Lance Stevenson. Wilcox is checked in for Toronto. A shot by Lowry, no good. Nets leading by 4. Here's Wilson, and again, no good by Brooklyn. Well, it was Toronto winning their last game against the Celtics in Boston.
And you could see it in that game, despite the odds against them. Once it got to OT, they had the belief that they could get it done.
And, Steve, that's what happens a lot of time when the supposed underdog gets the game into overtime. Momentum swings their way.
Offensive rebound. Wilcox dishes to Lowry. And Patterson kicks it to Nogueira. Muhammad, the pass to Wilcox. He feeds it to Lowry. Here's Nogueira. Raptors moving the ball around. Here's Muhammad. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And let's check out a group of shooting guards that have been doing some dirty work inside lately, averaging the most rebounds per game at their position over the last 10 games. 5th, Shabazz Muhammad.
You know, it's not easy to do what these players have done in that area, strictly because of positioning. Typically, as a 2 guard, You're going to be on the perimeter a lot more often than you will be inside.
Yeah, but for all of these guys, you can point to their quickness as well as their superb instincts as to why they wound up on the list. I mean, you've got to have that nose for the basketball.
Now here's Wilson. 6 points for him, and he gets it to go.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Raptors trail by 5. Outside Lowry. Here is Wilcox. His last outing, he had 8 points. Here's Patterson, and he banks in the layup.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And that's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward, Clark.
Wilson into the lane, out left to the wing. The feed to Lamb. Pass to Wilson. Right side Wilson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Wilson's got 10.
And he just used his height that time down low. That's going to be pretty hard to defend against.
Now here is Lowry. Off with the layup. Making some changes here. Nets leading by 3. Wilson, he's in at point guard. Also Lance Stevenson out there. Hayward out there with Plumlee. And it's Vaughn in at the 4. So that's the Nets 5. A shot by Hayward, wide open. Drains it from beyond the arc. Hayward's got his first 3 points of the game. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Nowitzki a screen. Here's Howell. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
Well, the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
There's the pick. Wilson into the lane, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Well, the other thing I like is defensively, they're causing turnovers, and that's allowing them to get into transition. Well, he found the open man on the perimeter and got the ball to him.
Brooklyn leading by 5. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, Kev. Buckets in their last matchup against the Bulls delivered quite a performance. He had 43 points, and he tallied those points and seemed to have a hand in every defensive stop. Good numbers for him in both the steals and blocks columns. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified, Clark.
Well, I know this opponent should be terrified because there's a good chance the momentum he gathered that night carries right over into this game.
Well, some of it will carry over. That's inevitable. It's just a matter of how much.
Lamb is checked in for Lance Stevenson. Mageda has checked in for Toronto.
Yeah, they're getting to the line an awful lot in this quarter, and it's not an accident. They've been very aggressive.
Yeah, it's been very intentional. I mean, they've picked up the aggression, and it could get them out of this hole.
Raptors trail by 5. The kick out to Williams. And it's Buckets with the foul. That's his first foul. And here is Patterson, averaging 9 points per contest. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Howell. Here's Nogueira, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And you got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
Here's Wilson. Toronto grabs the miss. Last time they met was in Toronto.
And Kevin, they put so much effort into the final few minutes of regulation in that game that they were pretty burned out in the overtime period.
Yeah, that's an excellent call by you, Steve. I thought there was a little bit of a letdown for them in OT. And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Here is Ross, following the basket by Jeremy Lamb. And Howell kicks it to Nogueira. Ross passes to Howell, 14 feet away. It's rebounded by Wilson.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Vaughn, he's guarded by Ross. Outside Wilson, dishes to Lamb. Back to Wilson. In the corner, it's Hayward. To the inside. Here's Vaughn. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He has 6.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball. Just having their way down low.
Stolen by Wilson. The finish.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, what a huge play.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Here's Hayward. No luck.
Well, Coach Vogel.
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
And what a game for buckets. 15 points and all the steals he's collected only add to his impressive stat line.
Yeah, whether he's taking someone's pocket or picking off a pass, he has been causing some mayhem out there for sure.
Checking out the group of Frank Vogel to start the... Second half. Williams and Ross at the 2 and 3. Nowitzki is out there with Lucas Nogueira. And it's Howell in at the point guard position. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And they're able to recover. Now Wilson. Hayward up top. Back to Wilson. Clock at 6. Misses from close range. Raptors trail by 6. Doubled by Wilson. Inside, Nogueira. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
Now here's Wilson. He's got 17. Fires from 14. Jump shot is good that time. Wilson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's been a great day for him, and if you remember, he gave them a huge performance their last time out as well.
Poked away. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Right side Wilson. No good off the back of the rim. Raptors trail by 6. Here's Howell. He has 6. He kicks it to Williams. There's a pass to Nogueira. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from deep. There's the block. And now here comes Wilson leading the break. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely.